And we try so hard to be serious when we get started.
I was trying so hard.
Oh, here we are laughing again, guys. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Mindset Shift. I should get that right. Mind Shift with the Dynamic Duo with your hosts, Sonia and myself, Sabina. And yeah, we're always having fun because we're here in this experience to have fun, right?
Yes.
To learn, to grow, and have fun. If it's not fun, I mean, you know, so last week I challenged you to change the face on your watch.
Yes, you did.
And you did it. I'm so proud of you.
I put the lion, and I complained a lot about the lion. He looked like he was always tired and whining a lot. So I was like, I don't like this. It makes me tired.
But you didn't turn it off and just go back to the regular boring old face. You changed
No,
it to, what did you change it to?
for the tiger. At least this one is always smiling at me. It doesn't do anything else besides smiling, but every time
You
that I
get the
look
unicorn,
at
I'm
it,
telling you.
no, you have the unicorn. Let's be unique. We need to be unique in some
But
kind of
the
way.
unicorn is so much fun because it goes in the camera and it smiles, and it winks.
Well, this one, when I look to him, is always very serious and
Well, because it's a tiger. I mean, eh.
I tried the cat, but the cat was not doing it too much either. So I'm like, okay, let's keep the tiger. You know that I'm all about cat related.
It's cool, and I love that they have so many different ones. I think I want to see what the dragon does because dragons are pretty
Ooh,
cool too. I know.
I didn't think
So,
about that. I was only like, oh, I need to have something cat related. Let's see what else.
is it because of meow or because of brow?
Let's say
Let's
that
just
it's
go with
because
that.
of meow.
Oh my goodness, this is so good.
let's
Um,
let's say that it's all about meow. And
meow is
meow.
good.
I always love cats. Always.
Me too. I miss having a cat. I really do.
I have a
So,
dog that was too crazy for me, and I decided, no way, I'm gonna get back to the cats.
well, I have my dog, of course, Mo. You know, and and he's so funny. He goes like he's so bored, but he does not want to have some another dog or cat in the house because he's an only child. He made that very clear. It's all
Mhm.
good. So anyway,
Okay,
what do we want to talk about today? We have so many things that we
we
can talk about.
decide. We cannot decide between gratitude. You are unique. Paradigms.
I know, right? It's like so
Should we
many.
have a paper and draw one of them?
Yeah. So I mean I love talking gratitude.
So let's talk about
Let's
gratitude.
talk about gratitude. Because there's so many times we take things for granted and we don't even say thank you, whether it's quietly or out loud. It's like so many times um, people people do some nice things for us, like our spouses, our kids, or whatever, and we're just like, yeah, okay,
Friends,
whatever.
family related,
Right,
even coworkers.
right. But do we really say thank you and really mean a heartfelt thank you? I mean, we say, oh, thanks,
Now
but
that you're talking about that, I think I never said thank you to you.
well, neither said I thank you to you.
So I'm gonna start saying thank
Aw,
you.
you're gonna make me cry, aren't you?
No, 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 no
Okay.
crying. You start laughing and we
Well, if
cannot.
if if it's crying, it's happy tears anyway.
No, so I'm gonna start because even if I put my journal that I'm grateful for you and for you to be an amazing friend and an amazing accountability partner,
Oh.
that in May, June, July, August, like 3 months and a half, our relationship grow immense, and you are not only a friend, but you are the person that I call when I need a comfort word, when I
Or a
have
kick in the butt.
a
Either
kick in
or.
the butt. When I need an attitude adjustment, I have a few people that I call. And when I say attitude adjustment, is not because I have a bad attitude with other people, it's just the attitude with myself, with my thoughts that I need to shift. Um, but yes, thank you for always be there for me, to
Mm,
listen me whining about all the not so much positive things that sometimes I have in my mind. Mhm. And
mm,
for your support, especially through the certification process that I am going through. I could not do it without your support. I could not do the sales that I did without you being there with me. How you were holding my hand the entire time that I'm like, why I cannot do this? Why I cannot? Thank you so much for your support on that
mm.
week that I was freaking out about my video.
And it
And
turned out fabulous, of course.
uh, let's see. We will wait. I didn't see it. I recorded and I still didn't could see it. Um, for challenge me every single day to do something that I don't gonna say that I don't want, but that I don't feel comfortable to do. For you to make me step out of my comfortable
Mhm.
zone, like the challenge of the
Into
emoji.
your right brain.
Um, yes. Thank you.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so
And,
much.
and a big thank you for making me write one thing that I know that is in my goals. It is one of my goals. Write my book, right? And even if my book has already 50 pages, is like stand by. Was not feeling comfortable with that, and you make me get out again one more time out of my comfortable zone because you asked me to write something for your own book, and I feel very honored to
Mhm.
share my story. Um, and one more time, you make me grow, getting out of my comfortable zone, not only telling my story that is very personal to me, but make me putting it in words what I feel inside me.
Aw, thank
So,
you.
one more time, thank you so much. And
Mhm.
from the bottom of my heart, I cannot say how grateful I am for meet
Yeah.
you and to bump on you so many times.
It was meant to be.
It was
It was meant to be. And thank you. I so appreciate your kind words and your love. And I mean, and here's the thing: whatever I do for you, you do for me. You
but
know,
the best part is when we do it, we are not expecting anything in return from that person.
right?
And when I do for you, I'm not expecting anything in return, except see a big smile in your face.
Or
That's
hear it in my voice when we're on the phone, right?
or here on the sometimes just your laugh because I said something that even if it was not funny or the way it sounds, it was. It makes my day. I don't gonna lie, it makes my day. Even like when it was the last time, not today. Today we spoke a couple times on the phone because we were having issues to record it. Uh,
Technology.
technology, but we did it, and we
We did
spoke
it. Here we are.
on Friday. We spoke on the phone, and I remember actually make me laugh a lot because one of the things that came on my mind when I don't even remember if I call you or you call me, but one of the things you say, "Hi, gorgeous," and I say, "Hi, how are you? How was your day? And now, can you tell me your wins?" Because it
I mean,
came in
straight
my
to business, like boom.
but this time I didn't went directly to business. I decided to stop and say, "Hi, how are you? How was your day?" So tell me your wins.
So almost straight to business.
I stopped. I just didn't let you answer the questions, but I stopped. And
but
I
and that's the beauty when with friendship. I know we said we're going to talk about gratitude, but now I feel called to talk about friendship. And
and
sometimes,
friendship is gratitude too, right?
well, it goes along with it, and I am so grateful for you, for bumping into me over and over, and then for accepting when I asked you. It's like, hey, do you have an accountability partner? Would it be accountability partners? And this is really how that started. And the way it evolved, and what we're doing together, and what we're doing with your kids too, like creating this whole, um I don't even know what to call it,
A new world.
adventure to really teach other kids with your kids. I mean, your kids will teach other kids, on mindset, and all of those good things. And this is so exciting. I would have never thought in a million years I'd be working with kids, because I mean, for those of you who know me, I'm really not a kid person. I'm
Um,
evolving to
I,
become a
I,
kid
I
person.
need I need to disagree with that.
But I mean, it's just so much fun. And there's so many people we encounter in our lives, and they're like, "Oh, you're my friend." Am I? Are we? Or are we acquaintances of convenience?
I don't know, but one of the things that I noticed is since I started the process of self development and I start growing, I had in United States I didn't have a big group of friends, right? I had three. Actually, I can say that I had two good friends that I talk every single day, and I lost the contact when since I start growing. I remember that I went to have dinner with them, and I was already in self development, and I was already in a Bolden Hill Institute, and I was sitting to have dinner with them, and I remember to think like, no, I no, I love them. I wish them the best. If they call me, I will pick up the phone and I will be very nice to them because it's my nature to be nice.
Because you're amazing.
But and if they need me, I will be the first one to take my t-shirt off to give it to them, of course. But I don't have that bond anymore with them, you know?
Mm.
So it's
Hmm.
very fun when you say like they are really your friends. I don't know if they were, but they were with me and when I was very down. One of them, I still contact her and we still talk and we still go out for dinner. I would say drinks, you know.
you know,
Um,
this is
we
the
go,
adult show. The kid show
yeah,
comes later.
so we go out for dinner and we still talk about our life, things that we are doing, our goals and stuff like that. But it's not the same.
Hmm.
It's not the same. So it is what it is.
It is, and the thing is, it's like, um sometimes people, they call you your friend, but they don't act like your friend. You know, to them you're more an acquaintance of convenience. Whenever it's convenient for them, they remember to call you. And for a long time, I was like, and I mean, I didn't realize it because I'm a friend. I mean, if I am a friend, I'm here for you, right? And then it's like, I was like, wait a minute, you're doing all these things and you never considered inviting me,
But
and
you know one
so
of
many
the
different things. And this is like, I don't
one
think
of,
I don't think we're friends. I think I'm your friend, but you're not my friend.
one of the things that I realized a lot since I started self development, and I don't know about you, but we are a little more aware what our
Mm.
surrounds and what people are expecting from us. And of course, we start creating a lot of boundaries.
Uh, oh yeah.
It's something that I'm still working on it. I'm not at
I
my
think I
best,
think we all are.
but I'm still learning to say no. So for some people, is easier than other ones. Even if
Mhm.
But I think our awareness start being like, okay, I'm doing all this for A, B, and C, but when I call that A, B, or C, they are not available for me. Why is that?
Right.
Should I be should I be grateful for that kind of person in my life? And one of the things that I learned, I don't know, I told you that I study Akasha, right?
Hmm.
Akasha records. And one of the things that we learn and Akasha records is whatever you are grateful for is what you're going to call more to your life. So you need to be very careful with what you are grateful for. And I realized that one of the things that I was grateful for was for my friends. So what I was bringing to my life, it was that kind of, I don't want to say fake friends, but that friends that were only my friends because I continued to give and give and give and give without receiving in return.
Yep.
And only because I continue to be grateful for them. And on the end of the day, we should not be grateful for things that are not real.
Mm. I
Makes
love
sense?
that. That's deep. Yeah, no, I mean you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
So it's like, for example, and I learned this in the worst way. One of the things that I always put it in my journal as a gratitude was like, I'm so happy and grateful, or I'm so grateful that I was able to pay part of my debt. And I was putting that every single day because I was happy. Oh my God, I'm finally paying my debt, right? How can I not be grateful for? Until a master coach, my coach, somehow I left my journal open and she passed by and she saw it and she was like,
Why are
Sonia,
you asking for more of
I'm
this?
like, and she was like, Sonia, come here immediately. And I'm like, uh-oh, what did I do? Yes, ma'am. I get there and she say, you are grateful for being part of your dad? Are you crazy? Are you insane? Are you gonna continue to call more dad for this? And I'm like, yeah, but I am grateful. And she said, no, you are grateful to pay what you invest for. You
Mhm.
are grateful because you are making money to invest in yourself. You're never grateful to pay part of your debt because
Mm.
that is a negative word and you continue to be calling that to you. Well, it is true. Let me tell you, it is true.
Yeah, I mean, but
Because
yeah,
my debt increased after a couple months.
well, yeah, because it's like, and it's so funny because it's like, and I've done the same thing. I've done the same thing, and I was wondering, it's like, well, heck yeah, I get to, I mean, I'm paying this off, but why is it never ending? Why is there more and more and more and more? Of course, now knowing what we know now, it makes sense, right? So a lot of times I look down or I look, in my old journals, and it's like when my gratitude and everything is like, oh wow, I was grateful for that. That explains why there's more of that.
It's like
Not
people
really what I wanted.
it's when people like are sick, right? And decide to say, "Oh, I'm so grateful that I'm not sick anymore."
No,
Mm,
say I'm so grateful that I'm healthy.
exactly. I'm so grateful that I'm healthy. Because the negative connotation of and the words, even if it is only a word, as a negative connotation there, right?
It's still
And,
mhm.
and it's still gonna continue to call that to your life.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, um, yeah, and here's the thing. For a while too, I said, I am so grateful, that the fake friends, of I said I'm grateful for the fake friends because it made me realize a few things, right? And like my self worth and everything. And it's like, and what was interesting was more and more of the
Fake friends
friends,
will start
the
coming to your life.
friends came out of the woodwork. People I thought that we were friends, it's like turned out we really weren't. And it's like, but knowing what I know now, looking back, it's like, well, of course it did. You know, and the other thing too is when you were saying when you started your personal development, you were losing friends, the same thing happened to me. And the same thing will happen to you guys watching this, right? As you grow,
And it's not that you're losing because you're gonna have a big fight. You don't.
no, no,
You
it's
just
just they're no longer on your wavelength.
it's like I don't know even how to explain this, but it's like l- day after day, you guys gonna get a little more distance and distant and distant and distant until you stop talking. It
Hmm.
doesn't mean that if that person calls you, you're not gonna pick it up because
Right.
if you grow enough, you will.
Yeah.
Um, you will pick it up and you will treat that person the same way you always did because you should not have resentments against anyone,
Oh,
right?
no, 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 because you
And
only get more
you
of that.
and you should treat everyone the way you want to be treated. So, um, yes, yes, it is like is a relationship that starts like going apart and people are going to different paths. Maybe in the future the paths gonna connect each other again, but for now you guys are in the different path
Hmm.
and you guys
And
just
that's
move
and that's
on,
okay.
and it is
It's okay.
okay.
But it's like before I knew what I know now. As I was growing, I was internalizing. It was like, what's wrong with me? Why are my friends all of a sudden like ignoring me and not calling me and all of these things, and it's like, and then I got the attitudes of like, well, pff, whatever,
Because
and I moved on. Hold on, and then I made new friends because I was growing, so I met friends at the new level, but I continued to grow, and and some stayed, most of them didn't, and it's like, once I realized, it's like, wait a minute, it has nothing to do with me, but okay, it has something to do with me because I was growing, but they choose not to. And it's just like dialing into that radio station, that's that frequency.
was
If you're
exactly
not
what I
on
was
the right
saying.
frequency, you're not getting it. And I was changing my frequency to get the better channels and get a better channel and get a better channel, and but it's okay. It's okay.
It's exactly like that. Our vibration is vibrating in the different frequency that they are. So we are not connecting. Is like a cell phone that is trying to connect with my computer, my laptop. If they are not connect to the same frequency, they will never connect. They will
Correct.
never do the upload or download of the information that we want,
Right.
right? So they do not connect. They don't mean that they're gonna like fighting each other because they don't. It's just they are different,
Yeah, and it's okay.
and it
Because
is
different
absolutely
is
okay.
good. Different is good. It's like I learn so much from other people because we are different.
Right?
And
I think we're gonna
sometimes I meet somebody and it's like I was like, oh my goodness. And I was like, oh, what is this teaching me? And then I go within, it's like, ooh, I gotta work on that on me because I brought this into my awareness and it's like, ooh.
I know people come to our life usually for a couple reasons, right?
Hmm.
And I think there are three reasons. I forgot the third one. Oops. But it's because you need to teach a lesson to that person,
Hmm.
or you need to learn a lesson for that person. Usually, that person only come and they only stay for a couple time. They don't stay long for long. Is
Well, I
until
mean,
you
they say, people come into your life for a reason, for a season, or for a lifetime.
and is only for like until you learn your lesson. And if you don't learn with that person, she will disappear. But another person will come for that same reason over and over again. Oh, I cannot tell you how many people came for the same reason in my life. And I was like so blind because I didn't want to see. And it was a very difficult lesson.
Well, I mean, we're also stubborn,
Yes,
sometimes. And we don't want to see because it's like,
because it
I'm,
hurts.
it hurts, and the truth sometimes is not pretty. The truth sometimes is not pretty, and when you have to face it, and you
I mean,
really
it's difficult to
are honest
swallow.
and it's very difficult as well. It's like this really bitter, nasty medicine. It's like it's so gross, but it's going to help you, but you kick and scream taking it because it's so disgusting.
Yes.
It's the same thing. And yeah, and sometimes you just like you did with the kid, you pinch your nose and you just
Or imagine the smell the chocolate and put the soup in your mouth.
oh my god, no kidding, right? Yeah, but I mean, and that's okay, But here's the thing: I've changed when I do my gratitude for that. I'm grateful for the experience because it helps me grow.
I'm always grateful for that person to be in my life, don't get me wrong, because
No, 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 I know that.
somehow was an experience that I need to pass through and make me who I am right now. And am I happy with the person that I am right now? Absolutely.
Oh,
Do I
good.
still need to improve? No doubt. No doubt. I'm not
There's
perfect.
always room for improvement.
I'm not perfect. I have my own flaws, and the same way they are bad experience for me, I can guarantee that I am, and I was, I am, and I will be someone bad experience.
And that's okay.
And it is okay
That is
because
totally okay.
because as we say, we are unique in our own way, and we just need to accept the way we are.
I like that. I like that. But I mean, seriously, gratitude. And sometimes, I mean, we're human, just
Yes.
like you are. And
Oh no, no,
sometimes,
no. Sorry, I'm a robot.
okay. But you know, sometimes we have bad days,
Yes.
and sometimes we even have a whole bad week. And what helps me pull myself out is I pick something. Say for instance, let's pick my glasses, right? And I focus on the glasses. And this is a really it seems silly, but if you do that and you do it often enough, you can pull yourself out really quick out of a slump. So I look at my glasses and I just started as like, you know what, I'm so grateful for my glasses because I can see. It's like staring at the computer all day. I put my glasses on, my eyes are not as tired. And then I take a little check and it's like, yeah, no, I'm still in the slump. And then I go, it's like, you know what? I'm so grateful for the people that put this my glasses together. I'm grateful for the people that created the screws that hold it together. I'm grateful for the factories. I'm grateful for whatever material this is, wherever that came from, and the people. And I just go from this here, and I go further and further and further and further. And it for me, because when I have to dig, it's like, okay, what else can I be grateful for about these glasses? It shifts. It's the mind shift. You
It
go
is.
from the woo hoo hoo, woe is me, and all of this is like, oh man, it's just so rough right now, to this place of gratitude. And when you're in gratitude, your vibration goes up
And,
and you
and
get
sometimes
better
what
things in your life.
what people don't realize, and I was guilty of that too. When I started gratitude, I do remember how difficult it was for me to find even five things that I was grateful for. Because we are so used to have things in our life on the daily basis that we don't realize, and we take that as from granted, right? It is granted, it's ours. What
Right.
do you mean? The air that I breathe is there outside every single day. So why I should be grateful for? So we are always looking for the big things that happen in our life to be grateful for, like the new car, the new house, the
New relationship, yeah.
relation, the relationship that I have a new
We
relationship,
overlook the little things.
and we forgot the little things. The wake up, open your eyes, and you have the sun shining through your window.
Hmm.
The rain that
the
helps
the
you,
roof that's not leaking,
or
keeping
even
the rain out of the house.
or even the simple rain that make that smell of the hurt, wet
Hmm.
earth, and it will help to trees to grow, because without the trees we don't have air, oxygen, right?
Right.
We cannot breathe. The flowers blooming that make so colorful, and sneezing.
Yeah.
um, just open my eyes because I am alive.
Hmm. Yeah.
Those little
It's so funny because when we ask people, it's like, hey, how are you? How often do we say that and don't even care? Most of the time, people don't even wait for an answer. So this is my answer. I either say I'm great, getting better, which makes them stop and they're like, what? You know, or I'm like, hey, you know what? Above ground vertical breathing. So far, it's a win. How is your day going?
Yeah, because I think majority of that expressions that we use, like good morning, good afternoon, good night, thank you,
It's just a
well,
wah wah wah. It
it's
doesn't.
just words that come out of our mouth and
Mhm.
start not having the meaning that it used to be. Even
Right.
the I love you, if you noticed, it lost that concept because we say I love you to everyone.
I don't. Although
But
I have to say though, I do love everyone, and I say it to a lot of people. I
I
yeah,
say a lot. I said to a lot of
but
people,
I
and
do mean it because I really do love them. Do I like everybody? Oh heck no.
but the meaning, you see the young people right now,
Oh yeah.
and try to see if the meaning that I love you has the same meaning for you, because they are so used to hear from us parents
Mm-hmm.
and grandparents and uncles and cousins and friends and this and that, that the word is not special anymore.
Right.
I even try to teach my kids that I love you is different than love you.
Mm.
It's a huge, big
There's a
difference.
huge difference. Absolutely.
A huge, big difference. And I say, I love you to you, but I say, love you to my friends
Mm.
because it's different. The
Right.
concept is so different. And they didn't understand, like, no, mom, it's the same. And I'm like, no, it's not, sweetie. No, it's not. For my
Big, big
friends, I
difference.
do a lot if I need, but for you, I will kill to defend you.
Yeah, I mean
I
and you
will
know,
die.
we don't even think about so many things that we say. We don't even think about it.
Yeah.
It's just because it's so ingrained in us, it's so habitual. We don't think about it. And a lot of the things that we're saying are actually counter productive, to what we actually want,
And
and they bring in the opposite of what we actually want.
you know something, and I just start realizing that recently. Even the meaning of good morning for me, it changed in the past 2 weeks and changed tremendous.
Okay, before coffee, don't talk to me.
No, but this is true because I always go to New York. I get the bus, I get out of the bus station, right? And in that block is always a homeless there.
Mm,
And I always knew that he was there, but I never noticed him, right? Until recently, I think he saw me for so many months already. He starts saying, "Good morning, ma'am. How are you?"
mm,
When I pass. Every morning. It doesn't ask me for anything. It doesn't ask me for the money. It doesn't ask me for food. It doesn't ask me for anything. The only thing it says when I pass is like, "Good morning, ma'am. How are you?" First, ma'am is something that we don't hear so often anymore.
true.
And the fact of a homeless that is sleeping in the street every single day, actually, every single night, take the time to stop me because he actually stopped me and say, "Good morning, ma'am. How are you?" It makes my day.
Hmm.
It makes my day. And on Friday, he was not there. And I
Mm,
noticed that he was not there. Why? Because I didn't have that "Good morning, ma'am. How are you?"
wow. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like so many things we take for granted we don't even notice. And that also goes to treat everybody with respect. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they're homeless or if they're a bazillionaire.
No, I actually this week decided I'm always in a rush, so I just threw it to him like, "Hi, how are you? I'm just great. Have a nice day." With a smile in my face, of course. Well, whatever is possible at in the morning.
Right. Before coffee.
And one of these days, I noticed what he wants. It was for me to stop and talk a little with him. He didn't need anything else besides me
Hmm.
to stop and talk a little with him
I
because
love that.
everyone have a story and
Oh yeah.
everyone wants to share the story and everyone would love to have someone just to listen. You don't need to give your opinion, your advice. Keep it to
No.
yourself. Just
Hmm.
listen.
Well, the
Especially
thing is, people want to be seen and heard. I don't care who they are. I don't
and
care what walk of life they come from.
and the story and the most fun part that is not fun at all is like everyone has a concept of homeless that is someone that doesn't want to work, someone that just is the cancer of society. Let's put it like this because it's billions of jobs out there. They just don't want to work.
Right.
This was not the case. The case was his wife died.
Mm.
He was really, really sick. He could not work. They cut at his disability. He lost his health insurance and he could not continue treatments. And he lost everything to try to continue the treatment.
Wow.
So with that and not have kids to take care of him and shelters being completely booked, he didn't have any other place to be.
Mm.
So
Wow.
he really is not that he doesn't want to work. He's doing works here and there, but it's not enough for him to rent a place. But it's enough for him to put food in his mouth, and and he cannot work. He can't. It's not that he is not that he doesn't want to work with the
Right. He's physically not able to. I get that.
disease that he has. He can't,
Mm.
and is so. And even like that makes me think like how grateful I am because I have a roof above my head. I'm healthy and I can work to
Hmm.
make money.
And that's true. It's like sometimes when we're in the slump and we're all feeling sorry for ourselves, just look at somebody who is worse off than you and see how you can help that person. It's like I remember growing up and everything. It really helped me because it takes the focus of me and my misery, and I was able to help somebody. If I could make somebody smile, even to this day, if I can make somebody smile once a day at least, to me that day was worth living. It was a great day. And it doesn't take much. Smiling at somebody, being kind to somebody, showing compassion to somebody costs us nothing, but it makes a huge difference for that other person.
Even if someone asks you for something besides money, I'm completely against to give money to people. Don't get me wrong. So if I see a homeless asking me for money, I will not give him money because I don't know where you're gonna spend the money.
Correct.
But if it is someone that stopped me and they happen already for like it's so cold outside and the only thing they want is a hot coffee.
Heck yeah.
A hot coffee. They don't ask for anything besides a hot coffee. And they come to you and say, do you mind to buy me a hot coffee?
Absolutely.
No, I don't mind at all.
Right.
Let's go to the next coffee shop and ask something for you to eat too.
There you go.
If you need to eat a soup, I don't care. I will pay for it.
Yep. Yeah.
And
And
that's
like I said, it doesn't take much.
no, and I know that I'm gonna be grateful because I changed someone day and make that person being warm
Hmm.
just for a couple, probably it's just for a half an hour, but I did it, and I know
Hmm.
that person will be grateful because probably was the only meal that he had through the day.
Exactly. And again, it doesn't take much.
No,
It doesn't take much. It's like it starts when you go in a restaurant, right? The waiters and waitresses there, yeah, they are there to take your order and bring you food and in a way serve you, but they're not your servants. There's a
No.
difference. You know, it's
Yes.
like every time we go, I smile at them, I ask for their name, I introduce myself, I introduce my husband or whoever I'm with. You know, it's just a whole different, I see them as people. See people as people.
I
You
usually
don't want to
don't.
be seen.
Even if I ask the name, I'm gonna forget this after 5 minutes.
Okay, because I do too. And then I look at them, I said, you know what? I'm having a brain cramp. I totally forgot your name. And I know I already asked you and you told me. And you know, here's the thing. By me being honest and vulnerable that way, they usually laugh and they're happy to give you their name again. The fact that you
I
ask that you care enough
I
makes a
for,
difference.
I'm gonna be honest. It's my fault. I forget people's name a lot. Doesn't matter. So what I do is I know the name, and if they don't have a tag, so sorry, it's
Bless
the
you.
flowers.
Talk
So
about being
what I
grateful for
start
sneezing and allergies.
Yes. Well, so what I start doing is I start calling sweetheart. Can you bring me a little more water? Or sweetheart. You know, I always try to have a nickname, a sweet nickname.
Right. You know, but here's the thing. At the end of the day, we all, every single one of us, you know, Sonia, myself, you, the viewers, you know, we want to be recognized. We want to be seen. We want to be heard. But here's the thing. You cannot get what you're not willing to give.
No.
It's that simple. It's really that simple. You know, if you expect others to see you and hear you, but you're not giving that in return, you're not going to get it. It's that simple.
Yes.
It's that simple. And gratitude, it really starts, you know, if somebody said it's like, oh, I stopped being grateful because then the universe or God or whatever, you know, gives me more challenges and everything. And I'm like, that's really sad that you see it that way. You know, reframe what you're grateful for. You can be grateful. It's like,
Even that challenge, I should not say this, but I'm gonna say, even this it's the challenge sometimes that I have in my life, and you know some of them, right, Sabine? I am grateful for them.
mm-hmm.
I don't want more,
No.
but these flies drive me crazy. I am grateful for just because I learned something.
There you
And
go.
when I write on my journal, I don't gonna say, I'm grateful for this challenge. No. Oh, I'm gonna say I'm grateful for this lesson. Uh-uh. I'm grateful for my growth
There you go.
because it made me grow.
Exactly. I'm grateful for, and that's exactly it, you know. And sometimes it's like, you know, sometimes when challenges or projects, as we call them, you know, come our way, and I've learned to go instead of, oh man, why is this happening to me? Boo hoo hoo. I go like, ooh, it's trying to teach me something, a lesson that I clearly have not learned because it keeps coming back. So I'm going to learn the lesson, and I just approach it in a different way, you know. And the other thing too, for me, I used to be problem focused for the longest time. I used to focus on the problem. Okay, that has so changed. Now I'm focused on the solutions. It makes a huge difference.
That's
Guys,
why I
try
call
that.
project and not problem.
Right.
Because when we talk about problem, we have tendency because of the power of the word problem. We are like, oh no,
Mm-hmm.
again, like I need to solve this problem,
Mm-hmm.
right? But when you focus on project, it is a project, and you know that you have a solution. You just
Yep.
need to find the solution. So you will focus all your energy on the solution and not on the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why
Yeah,
I
it
say
makes a huge difference, and it's like what it does for you internally in your mind.
mindset and even on your attitude.
Yeah, and you know, it's like, so I didn't really do gratitude way back when, but starting a gratitude journal helped me really step out of the the funk out of the hole, you know. And I remember I was watching Oprah back in
Yeah.
Germany. We had like one AFN channel, right? And Oprah was on, and I was watching it, and she was talking about gratitude. It's a gratitude. Can you hear the music?
Oh, I was and I'm like, this is ice cream truck.
Yeah, sure. My window is open and the
Now
ice
I
cream
want,
truck is.
now I want ice cream.
Anyway, but her challenge, the challenge she put out for people to do was every day before you go to bed at night, write down 10 things you were grateful for that day, and make sure. So, and I was like, oh, I can easily do 10 things. You know, when you're in a funk, you cannot find 10 things easily.
I could
But
not
what it
find
did is like the
5.
first 5 were easy. But here's the thing too, because if it's easy, it's not, you're not growing, right? So I found 5 more, and I really had to dig deep to really find something positive to write down in my journal. So I found the 10, you know, I wrote them down, and then she said, read them out loud, which I did, and then you go to sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, you pull out your list and you read them out loud again. And then you do the same thing, you go and repeat, right? And what was interesting was after about a month, 10 came easy. I don't even think it took a month, but they started to come so easy. So now it's like, okay, maybe I need to do 15. Because, and as I realized, it's like the last few have to be hard. So you were forced to dig deep and really find the positive, you know. And now it's like, now I can fill 2 pages a day, no problem. I'm not doing that because, right.
It's insane.
But it's like it got me started on the gratitude and being grateful, and really start being grateful. I mean, we might call it silly things, right?
Well,
But they're
let
not
me
really silly anyway.
let me tell you, when I started this, I was studying with Cleona, right? And Cleona told me, from now on, I want you to write 10 things that you are grateful for. And I looked at her and I said, are you insane? She said, no, you should have at least 10 things that you are grateful for. And I'm like, no. And she said, Sonia, come on, think hard. You need to have 10 things. And I'm like, okay, so I find 2. Can my other 3 be my kids? And now I just need to find 5 more. And she say, what do you mean? And I'm say, so instead say, I'm grateful for my kids, I'm going to put it, I'm grateful for Miguel, I'm grateful for Madalena, I'm grateful for Mateus. So they are 3. So yes, it was super complicated. Now it is easier for me
Right.
to find, because even if it is the small little things that, as I told you before, that we take as granted on the daily basis, the car
Mhm.
that drives us from A to B,
Yep.
the
The
as
ice cream truck driving by while you're recording a show.
absolutely, it means that he's working while you're, and we are too.
Right.
Um, is serving someone. Why not? Be grateful because he's serving someone,
Right.
right? But be grateful for the little small things. Be grateful because you went to the movie with the person that you love, or with your kids, or with your friends,
Hmm.
that you went
Or even
to,
by yourself.
or even by yourself. Be grateful because you were able to go to the hair salon, do whatever you need to do. Be grateful because you have a great dinner, or even because you had the 5 minutes alone in the bathroom.
And sometimes be grateful that you woke up today.
Be grateful that you don't have pain. Be grateful
Or
that
that
you
you
are
have less
healthy,
pain.
or be grateful that you are healthy. Be
Right.
grateful that you look to the mirror and you learn to love what you see on the other side.
Hmm.
Be grateful that you were able to do the exercise that you are trying to do for.
Oh, I got one. Be grateful that you get to see us.
Oh, be grateful. Be grateful
Well,
that we are,
and here's the thing: you get to see us, you get to listen to us, you know.
and you still learn.
Well, and you learn, but you get to watch us either on your phone, So be grateful for that. On your computer, be grateful for that. You know, for the internet that you have, so you can do this.
Or the
There's so
smart
many things,
TV.
just this alone, that you can be grateful for right now.
Just even on the smart TV, they can see YouTube on the smart TV.
That's right. So and then if you don't know what else to do, now you're grateful for the people that put the TV together, for instance,
Or the couch where you can be
on the
sitting
couch you
when
sit on. Exactly. And that's what I was saying earlier. It's like you find this, like I used the example of my glasses, right? And it's like, oh, okay, I can do this. Look around you, be grateful for anything. I'm
you're
grateful for my
sad.
notebook.
Oh, I'm super grateful for my notebook because it's my life there. My journal is everything. It's my
Right.
gratitude. It's my goal. It's my intention. It's my
Everything.
affirmations. It's my auto
And this and the
suggestions.
pen that the pen you write with.
Well, that usually I'm not very grateful because lately I don't know. Maybe I'm writing too much and they are running out of ink. And usually they run out of the ink when
But
I'm
see,
on the
but
bus.
here's the thing. You could be grateful for even that they run out of ink, because they gave you the opportunity to write so much, you know, and they're just empty now. It's just like we cannot pour from an empty cup. Same thing,
But
right?
I am, don't get me wrong, I am very grateful of my fancy smancy pen,
Yeah.
because I pay a lot for this pen.
Hey, I hear you. I got me a nice set. Did I show you?
No. Oh,
So one is,
the permanent,
huh?
like
Oh,
it's
here.
like yes.
One is an ink, is a fountain pen, and the other one is a regular roll, and they're made out of abalone shell.
Oh,
So this is
actually,
the most expensive pair of pens and the fanciest I've ever gifted myself, and so worth it.
I'm gonna tell you, this pen was of course has everything in my life has a story behind, right? You know that big pens that we have and we using in the school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was what I was using to write my goals and my gratitudes and everything on my journal. Even if my journal was always try to be the fancy for me because they my thoughts, my goal deserve the best of the best. Um, I was not writing with a fancy pen because they run out of ink so fast, and I don't want to
Yeah,
spend.
but see, when you have a good one, then you can get a refills.
Okay, so that has refills. I have refills for there.
Oh, good.
So what happened is, um, they told me like, no, it's not only the journal that counts. How important it is what you are writing, and I'm like, well, very important, right? Are my
And what are
thoughts,
you
are my
doing with a
goals.
cheap pen?
So what are you doing with a cheap pen? And I'm like, so
Because
in
I
that
never thought about it.
that night I came home and I'm crazy about Swarovski. Completely crazy about Swarovski. I have so many things of
Because they're
Swarovski.
beautiful.
I have so many things of Swarovski that
And
and
because you're worth it.
and since I got married, that goes 14 years ago, I never bought anything else from Swarovski anymore
Oh, wow.
because just because. So I decided it is time. And I was like, I wonder if they have pens. So I went to the website and I found it.
Good.
So
Yay.
I have a Swarovski pen.
Good for you. That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, because even my dress, my wedding dress, was full of Swarovski crystals.
Oh, wow.
How crazy I was about Swarovski.
I don't think it's crazy when you love something, it's like
Okay,
I'm
you Swarovski, you can sponsor me.
I know, right? But I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that, because this is our one life that we have right now, this experience. Enjoy it. Make the most of it. And have fun. And
It's
you
like
know
my
what?
son.
If you want to go get yourself an expensive pen because you like it, then go do it.
Like my son said on that meeting that actually I missed because we were in a different call.
Hmm.
Um, but it was in the study Grow Rich and Napoleon Hill Institute, and he is the youngest actually. Is the only kid there.
He's the only kid
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
let's be honest. And it was called out to talk. And one of the things they ask is, do you have any advice for all these adults in here? And my son just said, enjoy life because today you are here, tomorrow maybe you are not. So
Mm.
do your bucket list. Just do your bucket list.
See, he's so smart.
And I just realized that I have a bucket list and I have a lot of things crossed, but it's not all.
No.
So it's time for me to go
Live.
back, go back to my bucket list.
Mm. I love that. I
Mhm.
know. I mean, and it's true. It's true. Enjoy it. But hey, we're at the end of the show already. I know. It's all good.
Oh, good.
It's all
So,
good.
but we end well. Like, enjoy your life.
Enjoy life and be grateful for not just the big things that are obvious. Be grateful for the little things. Be
That has
grateful
a name
for
called micro gratitude.
right. And do your gratitude journal. Write down 10 things you are grateful for. And we gave you
Oh,
a
let's
lot of
do
ideas to be
a
grateful
challenge.
for.
Let's
You
do a
know?
challenge.
Ooh, I like it.
So, for everyone that is seeing this, um, I we want we don't want. We ask you
And it's
to
for
send
you.
us.
It's not for us. It's not for our benefit.
Not
It's
for
really
us.
for your
No,
benefit.
it's only for you. To if you feel comfortable, put it on the comments. If you don't feel comfortable, send us an email on info@marriageofperspective.com uh, s- for 10 things that you are grateful.
Hmm. It is so good.
And
Yeah.
actually, I have another one. Get
Oh,
out of your house, go buy your journal, and send us a picture of your journal.
oh, I like that.
The outside, we don't need to see what is inside. Just
Right.
show a picture. Put it on the comments, a picture of your journal.
That'd be awesome. Oh, I can't wait to
I'm
see
gonna
it.
put mine. I will put mine.
Because
I put start.
me too. Because I'm always looking. It's like, ooh, I'm
Oh, I
always
like
looking for
that
new.
one. Oh, maybe I need to copy that one. Where she
I know.
bought it? Where?
I know,
Oh,
right?
I need.
It's like, ooh. So, but anyway, hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you found some value in this. And if you have questions, reach out to us. And subscribe to our channel if you not yet done so, and invite your friends to watch us. And the other thing too is let us know what you want us to talk about
Put
because
in the
this show is
comments.
really for you guys, right?
Yes, put it in the comments.
Yeah,
Everything.
yeah. So that is it for today, and we will be back next week. You all have a fabulous, fabulous week, and be grateful, have fun, enjoy life. So thank you,
Yeah.
Sonia. You're
Thank you,
amazing.
my love. I
I do
love
love
you.
you so
I
much.
love you.
I love you too, very much. You're like my sister from another mister.
Soulmate. I
There's
don't know.
that. All right, guys. Have a great one. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.